Or AOSLC, Mary Cosby celebrates son's long road to recovery. RHOSLC star Mary Cosby is celebrating her son's long road to recovery. Robert Cosby, Jr. had a very candid conversation with his mother about where he was at in his life. It was not a good situation and he desperately needed help. Now, Mary is giving a very hopeful update, but what is she sharing? He reading for more details. Mary Cosby celebrates son's long road to recovery. RHOSLC fans have had mixed feelings about Mary Cosby. She married her step-grandfather, claiming that it was in her grandmother's will. Yet some will state that it was her grandmother's will. After that, she became the First Lady of the Faith Temple Pentecostal Church. There has been a lot of drama behind the church as Mary's estranged mother alleged it was a cult. Mary did leave the hit Bravo reality series after season 2, and for a period, she was just a friend. Now in season 5, Mary is back as a full-time cast member and fans love the shade. Regardless of her backstory, she is pure entertainment and that is what viewers want. Then she became raw and real when her son, Robert Jr., shared that he was heavy into drugs and even contemplated suicide. Immediately, Mary did not rush to judgment and told him she would be there no matter what he needed. Robert ended up going to rehab, and then she headed to WWHL with Andy Cohen to give an update. According to Reality T, things are going amazing. Not only did he go to rehab but so did his wife, Alexiana, and she is still there continuing to get the help she needs. Mary Cosby shared that Robert is doing incredibly well amid his stint. She added that he came out a new person after a 30-day stay at the facility. Many commended how well she handled the conversation with her son, which was not planned. However, Mary and Robert hoped they could help someone else who was struggling. Fans love Mary. The honesty and transparency Mary Cosby and her son displayed were so heartwarming. Our AOSLC fans have nothing but love for them and how candid they were. Mary's conversation with Robert is one of the best and realest moments in Bravo history. I love Mary even more now. I'll never forget how I bawled at 2 a.m. watching this episode, sobbed from how beautifully she handled it. Mary, nothing but love for you and Robert. Mary and her son are brave to open up so deeply on camera because most people wouldn't. God bless him and his future. In a season full of jaw-dropping revelations and icy confrontations, Mary Cosby's most poignant storyline on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City takes a surprising turn. Known for her enigmatic personality and unparalleled one-liners, Mary shifts from her usual quirkiness to vulnerability as she opens up about her son, Robert Jr.'s long battle with addiction, and his inspiring journey to recovery, the start of something real. The episode begins with a serene view of Salt Lake City, blanketed in fresh snow. Mary's home, more eclectic than ever, serves as the backdrop for her most heartfelt confession yet. In her confessional, Mary sits adorned in a kaleidoscope of textures, fur, silk, and a bold emerald necklace. But her expression is softer, more subdued. It's been a long road with my son, she begins, her voice steady but laced with emotion. I've always tried to protect him, but sometimes you can't shield the ones you love from the world. You just have to trust that God's plan is bigger than our fears. Flashbacks show glimpses of Robert Jr. over the years, quiet, reserved, and often eclipsed by Mary's larger-than-life presence. But as Mary reveals, behind the scenes her son has struggled with substance abuse, a battle that remained hidden even from her closest friends in the group. A mother's prayer. The scene cuts to Mary's lavish kitchen, where she's preparing for a celebration to honor Robert Jr.'s recovery. The table is a visual feast, adorned with gold candlesticks, crystal goblets, and a cake that could rival a royal wedding. She explains her motivation for hosting the event. This isn't just about him. It's about all of us, Mary says, arranging a bouquet of white roses. Addiction doesn't just hurt the person going through it, it shakes the foundation of an entire family. And we've been shaken, but we're standing. Lisa Barlow arrives first, her signature Diet Coke in hand, followed by Meredith Marks, wearing an impeccably tailored suit. The women exchange pleasantries, but it's clear they're curious about the evening's purpose. Heather Gay and Whitney Rose trail in, their relationship still teetering between strained and cordial, while Monica Garcia, Mary's newest frenemy, walks in with an air of skepticism. Mary hosting an event like this? I'm cautiously optimistic, Monica says in her confessional. But knowing Mary, this could go from heartwarming to bizarre real quick. A moment of truth. As the guests settle in, Mary takes center stage, holding a microphone. Her voice trembles slightly as she begins. I want to thank you all for coming tonight. This isn't just a party, it's a testimony to the power of grace and redemption, she says, gesturing to Robert Jr., who stands beside her, visibly nervous but proud. Mary recounts the difficult months leading up to this moment, the interventions, the tears, and the sleepless nights spent praying for her son's safety. For a woman often perceived as aloof, her candidness is a revelation. The room falls silent, the usual Housewives chaos replaced by genuine emotion. Addiction is a thief, Mary continues. It steals your peace, your joy, and sometimes your faith. But tonight we're taking it all back. An emotional reconnection. The moment reaches its emotional peak when Robert Jr. takes the microphone. Dressed simply in a black suit, he thanks his mother for her unwavering support. There were times I didn't think I'd make it, he admits, his voice breaking. But my mom never gave up on me. Even when I pushed her away, she fought harder. I'm here today because of her. Mary, uncharacteristically teary-eyed, pulls her son into a tight embrace. The room erupts in applause, with even the housewives who have clashed with Mary wiping away tears. In her confessional, Whitney reflects on the moment. I've had my issues with Mary, but seeing her as a mom first, it's powerful. It reminds you that, at the end of the day, we're all just trying to do the best we can for the people we love. The housewives rally. As the evening progresses, the usual housewives drama gives way to heartfelt conversations. Heather Gay, whose own family struggles have been a recurring theme, opens up about the challenges of supporting loved ones through difficult times. Watching Mary tonight has inspired me, she says to Meredith. Maybe it's time I have some hard conversations with my family. Lisa Barlow, ever the entrepreneur, proposes a partnership with a local recovery center, pledging to use her platform to raise awareness about addiction. This is bigger than us, she says, clinking glasses with Mary. Let's do something that matters. Even Monica, who's had her share of clashes with Mary, extends an olive branch. I know I've been hard on you, she admits. But tonight I see you in a whole new light. The aftermath. In the days following the event, the ripple effects of Mary's celebration are felt across the group. The women, often divided by petty feuds, find themselves united by a shared sense of purpose. Mary's journey with her son becomes a catalyst for deeper discussions about family, forgiveness, and resilience. Mary, meanwhile, embraces her new role as an advocate for recovery, using her platform to destigmatize addiction. In her final confessional of the episode, she reflects on the experience. I've always been a private person, she says. But if sharing my story helps even one family, it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, love and faith are what get us through. A new chapter. As the credits roll, viewers are left with a rare sense of hope and closure. Mary Cosby, a woman often shrouded in mystery, has opened a window into her life, revealing a depth and vulnerability that few have seen before. And in doing so, she's not only celebrated her son's recovery, but also reminded us all of the power of unconditional love. It's a moment that will undoubtedly go down in Real Housewives history, not for its drama, but for its heart.